Now, at the time when Denitha lived in Sanctuary, Sanctuary had existed for hundreds and hundreds. In fact, some people said for over 2,000 years. But no one really knew because after the first earthquake, all of the ways of keeping track of time disappeared. Literally, every clock and every watch fell into the earth or was broken. And since, as we've said before, there was no sunrise, no sunset, no tides, no moon, no stars, no clocks, time didn't matter. But people continued to live and be born in Sanctuary. And how are people born? When a man and a woman get together because they like each other. And that was how things continued in Sanctuary. There were no forced relationships. People didn't have to get together if they didn't want to. And even if they got together, and even if they had a child, they did not have to stay together. They didn't have to get married because it was the law. People didn't have time to worry about those kinds of things in Sanctuary. Now, of course, time was something that was relative, but people had more concerns than creating laws to keep people together. People stayed together because they wanted to be together. They wanted to help each other. They liked each other's company. They made each other happy. And it was true that sometimes people would get together and spend time together and create a child. And after a while, they'd grow apart. And the way it ended up being set up in Sanctuary was that the young people would get together and have babies, and sometimes they'd stay together and sometimes they wouldn't. But young people had energy and ideas, and they'd spend that energy and ideas in helping to make Sanctuary a better place for everyone. And the older people, the grandparents, the grandmamas and grandfathers, they had time and experience and affection to spend raising the children. So that's how it was done in Sanctuary. In Denitha's time, she had parents, she knew who they were, but she was raised by grandmother Teresa and grandmama Denise. Come back next week for another story about Denitha and Sanctuary. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe.